So Naz, we've been talking quite a lot recently about LIBOR transition and how that's going to work in the industry. One body that keeps getting talked about is ISDA. It would be really helpful to hear a little bit about what are they doing and what are they prioritising?
Sure, Mike. They're doing, to be honest, a fair amount. Unsurprisingly, they're focused on the contractual issues around the transition for LIBOR to alternative reference rate, and also focused on trying to minimise market disruption as a result of the change. So if I had to summarise, I'd say the key areas in which they're working, there's probably 3 of them.
Okay.
The first would be fallback triggers. So fallback is a term that's being used and is currently in place, and these are contingencies that exist within contracts. Right now, they probably didn't envisage a permanent discontinuation of LIBOR, but some kind of glitch. I'm not sure anyone did. Exactly. So some kind of temporary glitch. So those exist right now, and the fallback triggers is where they've come up with language to tighten it around when these fallbacks would be triggered. And a lot of the language they've come up with really focuses on public announcements being made. So the second area they're focused on is what should those fallbacks be?
Right.
Unsurprisingly, landed on them being the alternative reference rates that the working groups have landed on.
Makes sense.
Yeah, in each of the key jurisdictions. However, they did this month put out a market-wide consultation on the adjustments that need to be taken to these reference rates in order to align them as closely as possible to the IBORs.
One thing on that, because I read that paper.
Yeah.
It didn't cover everything, and there had some clear areas that were missing. So it didn't have Euribor, it didn't have dollar LIBOR, and it didn't have Euro LIBOR, that's a lot of the market.
Absolutely. So still a lot more to do in that area. Yeah. And last but not least, they're focused on a plan to help industry with all these legacy contracts and how they can amend those in volume. And they've been talking about putting out a market protocol where if both sides to a transaction sign up to it, they'd be able to amend all of their contracts in volume.
Got it. So look, ISDA clearly a critical part of this whole transition, really important body, and we'll watch out of what they put out in the future.
Great.